Almost 103 years after the First Baptist Church of Sacramento was established, an article appeared in the Sacramento Bee dated January 17, 1953, announced the details of a campaign to raise $175,000 for the construction of a new chapel and other facilities. A year later, another article appeared in the Sacramento Bee. The new chapel, designed to seat 150 persons, will be in addition to the present chapel. Its primary use will be for smaller services during the week and for weddings and funerals. In 1959, the Mole Chapel was built, and almost $125,000 was spent under the leadership of Minister Dr. Christians. It housed beautiful architecture. FBC invited its congregants to share in the joyous task of helping to build God's house, and they built it together. But as decades passed, fewer and fewer bodies frequented the space. The pews and pipe organ were removed, and miscellaneous items were stored in its place, and the doors remained locked. But in late 2016, under the leadership of senior pastor Lamar J. Pringle, the Chapel Cafe project was birthed. A small tribe of diverse individuals banded together to remodel the cafe without budget funds. That tribe included a Buddhist, atheist, Wicca, and former Catholic. They said the reason why they were helping was because of the love of God they felt in the place. Although many have loaned their talents to the Chapel Cafe project, there has been one man navigating the ship.
But
FBC's Dan Grievous.
I knew that there was going to be some amount of decorating, like figuring out actually like what to do, from the floors to the stage to making, the brick pretty, to bringing out, some of the features of the chapel, like using the beams to accentuate, the space above us, that kind of thing. And then, bring in everybody and decide, okay, well, how exactly do we want this to look? What can we do? What can we afford? What do we have time for? On the stage, we went with the laminate pergo type floor. Ray, the woman who did the floors, she had originally wanted to, just consult and lend her expertise. And in the end, we ended up doing a whole lot of this together. And I want to say the artistry of the floor, that's all her fault, because I didn't know what I was doing. She is very skilled, very talented, and she spent quite a few hours in here making sure that the floor was beautiful. It's currently set up for the Pulse.
And put it on the cross. I need friends. Put it on the cross. Lord, I need love. Put it on the cross.
That's the only thing that's going on in here right now. And while that's kind of a shame, I think that it works well in priming us.
As long as I don't get the hook.
Now the chapel has been transformed into a multi-use space. Eventually, it will be used as a cafe and to host events.
What I want is, when somebody comes in off the street, I want them to pass through that gate and feel something different, feel a sense of welcome and belonging, happiness, a sense of ease and the ability to relax. And I think that's why we keep working so hard on the courtyard, from the sandstone to the plants, to just the brick, because we want people to not only see the beauty of the church, but see the beauty in the church, in God, and in its people. In a way, I feel like from everything that's happened to me throughout my life, God has just given so much and has refused to give up, even when I refused to listen. Just said, nope, there's something for you. And I feel like if I can do this work, just as a way to say thank you. And if somebody else is positively impacted by that, if somebody else finds God because of the work that we're doing here, I think that that's a good thing. And what I want is for somebody to come in, grab a cup of coffee, sit and talk. Talk about religion, you talk about God, you talk about the Giants. I don't care. experience this place in such a way that they want to come back on Sunday. They want to come back any day and bring their friends. I want that that kind of atmosphere to just permeate this space and leak out into the streets. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. What can we do for you?
Just curious.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Well, come on in,
I
right?
used to go here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, 2009.
2009? Okay. Well, we've got a new senior pastor.
Yes.
His name is Lamar Pringle. Have you been in there since we renovated it?
No.
Please.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. We've fixed up the stage and the floors. We're doing some work on the beams. In the coming years, we're going to do some work on the ceilings and walls, and we just want to make it as inviting and welcoming as possible. And we want people to do what you did. Just poke your head in. I'm curious. Come on in. I love that. So what I want is I want Jackie to tell her friends about the changes that are being made here, the things that we're doing to add on to the old traditions. I want her and her friends to come back and actually experience what a Sunday service is like here, and then experience what the community is like here.
This eclectic group of people that would normally be divided by their differences used the love that was fueled by God to focus on building something together. We are the First Baptist Church of Sacramento, and diversity is our strength.
I think I'm out of words.
That was a great spot to stop.
Okay.
And that was like perfect. It seemed like we staged Jackie showing
Yeah.
We totally
We couldn't have done that any better.